Peace to the gods. Here's what you need to know about one of the 5 sciences, which is astrology. Starting from the planets, dignities, aspects, signs, house cusps, and even an advanced understanding and description of how astrology works spiritually. With all that said, the sun represents central expression and personality. Moon represents emotions, instincts, roots, and mother. Mercury represents communication, thinking, intellect, and the processing of information. Venus represents relationships, desires, sensuality, harmony, pleasure, and intentions. Mars represents action, activity, energy, courage, and assertiveness. Jupiter represents expansion, teaching style, and one's connection to source. Saturn represents life lessons, restrictions, discipline, and limitations. Uranus represents collective awakening, rebellion, innovation, and liberation. Neptune represents collective spirituality, fantasy, imagination, and illusion. Pluto represents collective transformation and regeneration. The North Node represents the lessons we must learn in this lifetime, despite that they may fall far outside our comfort zone. The South Node represents where we're coming from and what we're bringing into this life. That includes lessons from our past lives, and thus all the gifts and qualities that we've already mastered. The Ascendant represents how a person has learned to present themselves to the world and can even function as a shield or mask to guard a person's real nature. The Ascendant also has a strong bearing on a person's physical appearance and overall health. The Descendant uncovers what it is you look for in a partner or romantic mate. It will show you what you are most attracted to when it comes to commitment in love and your sexual relationships. The Imam Coeli represents the most personal and the most private point in the chart. The Imam Coeli is how we connect with our soul identity, and indeed, the IC is where and how we connect with our past, our roots, our ancestors, and our source. This part of the chart is rarely seen or experienced by anyone except for the individual, and even then, many individuals don't allow themselves to fully explore their internal, private world. The midheaven represents how a person wants to be known by the world as an individual. These qualities will often figure strongly in an individual's choice of career. The midheaven relates to our life path and our life's work, the types of experiences that we would like to devote our lives to. The midheaven represents how and where we want to be recognized and appreciated for our individual contributions to society. Ruler, home, represents an easy flow of energy. Detriment, debilitated, is the opposite sign of home base, and the person may need to work harder to integrate the planet's energy. Exaltation is the planet's most powerful position and indicates ease and added fortune with using the planet's energy. Fall is a position of weakness and poor placement. Conjunction, when 2 different planets link up together in the same sign or at a very close proximity. Sextile is an aspect between signs that are 60 degrees apart. Usually, they occur between fire and air signs and earth and water signs. Trine, formed by a 120 degrees angle on the chart and occurs when planets in the same element, fire, earth, air, and water, aspect each other. Square, hard aspect at 90 degrees. A square is bound to produce tension between the involved planets' energies. Opposition occur when planets are fully opposite each other on the zodiac wheel, angling at 180 degrees. An opposition occurs when 2 planets are in opposing signs. Quincunx, formed between planets that are roughly 150 degrees apart. The planets and points involved in a quincunx don't understand each other. The signs not only are of a different element, they are also of a different modality. Masculine signs are air and fire signs. Feminine signs are earth and water signs. Cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. The cardinal quality signifies action and leadership. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed quality signifies persistence, determination, and resourcefulness. Mutable signs are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The mutable quality signifies openness to change and flexibility. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Fire signifies energy, aggressiveness, enthusiasm, and impulsiveness. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Water signifies emotion, imagination, and sensitivity. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Earth signifies practicality, stability, and materialism. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Air signifies intellect, reason, and communication. Aries, the ram ruled by Mars, cardinal fire, masculine. March 21st, April 19th, energetic, impulsive, quick-tempered, active, and having leadership ability. Taurus, the bull, ruled by Venus, fixed, earth, feminine. April 20th, May 20th, practical, sensual, determined, artistic, loving, stubborn, resistant to change. Gemini, the twins, ruled by Mercury, mutable, air, masculine. May 21st, June 20, mentally changeable, versatile, clever, and gifted in the ability to communicate. Cancer, the crab ruled by the moon, cardinal, water, feminine. June 21st, July 22nd, family-oriented, imaginative, emotional, sensitive, loyal, and with a tendency to be moody. Leo, the lion ruled by the sun, fixed, fire, masculine. July 23rd, August 22nd, animated, creative, self-centered, and possessing a talent for showmanship. Virgo, the virgin, ruled by Mercury, mutable, earth, feminine. August 23rd, September 22nd, hardworking, discriminating, logical and analytical, intellectual, and having a tendency to be critical. Libra, the scales, ruled by Venus, cardinal, air, masculine. September 23rd, October 22nd, peaceable, artistic, socially adept, and able to see both sides of a question. Scorpio, the scorpion, ruled by Pluto, fixed, water, feminine. October 23rd, November 21, secretive, intensely emotional, possessive, and highly intuitive. Sagittarius, the archer, ruled by Jupiter, mutable, fire, masculine. November 22nd, December 21, freedom-loving, expansive, seekers of knowledge, and open to new ideas and exploration. Capricorn, the goat, ruled by Saturn, cardinal, earth, feminine. December 22nd, January 19th, disciplined, business-oriented, responsible and hardworking, ambitious and determined. Aquarius, the water bearer, ruled by Uranus, fixed, mutable, masculine. January 20th, February 18, innovative, idealistic, humanitarian, and intellectual. Pisces, the two fishes, ruled by Neptune, mutable, water, feminine. February 19th, March 20th, emotional, romantic, impressionable, and adaptable, highly imaginative, and intuitive. First house, focused on self. Second house, focused on money, possessions, and resources. Third house, focused on technology and communication. Fourth house, focused on family and home life. Fifth house, focused on having fun and creative self-expression. Sixth house, focused on work, service, health, and learning skills. Seventh house, focused on partnership, marriage, and other relationships. Eighth house, focused on overcoming fears, death, regeneration, and transformation. Ninth house, focused on mental exploration, philosophy, and travel. 10th house, focused on career, position, and status. 11th house, focused on friendship, goals, and networking. 12th house, focused on secrets and self-undoing. Astrology is represented by the Hermetic principle of correspondence. As above, so below. Astrological programming is the projection of the holographic universe. Astrology is the mechanics of consciousness and the patterns of our mind. Astrology is the psychology of the mind, using celestial bodies. My astrological program is the specific expression or possibility of the all. Astrological programs naturally fit into one of the three worlds: Babylon, nature, and the internet. Astrology is the key to knowing thyself and overcoming generational curses and soul ties. Our astrological program is the residual of our past selves, parents. Aspects and houses in our birth chart make us different from the general description of each planet and sign. The ego is one's sense of self, or the conscious mind. There is no free will. Everything is genetic code. Everything is astrological programming. My reality is already written. My reality is predestined. Different frequencies, or egos, give meaning to the meaninglessness of life. Frequency is the rate at which something occurs or is repeated over a particular period or in a given sample. Frequency is the rate at which a vibration occurs that constitutes a wave, either in a material, as in sound waves, or in an electromagnetic field, as in radio waves and light, usually measured per second. The Kingdom of God is my astrological program, the mind of God, the Most High thoughts achieved through the study and application of divine knowledge of self. The soul is the mind. Spirit is energy. Spirit is a piece or expression of the soul. Spirit is the expression of soul. Energy is the expression of source. Vibration is the expression of frequency. Emotion is the expression of thought. Feminine is the expression of masculine. Soul, the essential or the most important part of something. Mind, the element of a person that enables them to be aware of the world and their experiences, to think and to feel. the faculty of consciousness and thought. The mind is the part of a person that thinks, reasons, feels, understands, and remembers. All things generate from the mind thought. First Hermetic principle, the principle of mentalism. This first principle embodies the truth that all is mind, meaning the universe itself, at an underlying and foundational level, is mental, that all phenomena of life, matter, and energy of the material universe are thoughts of an infinite and universal living mind. Womb, a place where something is generated. Spirit, an animating or vital principle held to give life to physical organisms. Energy, vital force in every living organism. Spiritual, relating to or affecting the human spirit. Spirituality, the quality of being concerned with the human spirit. The study of energy. Science, knowledge about the natural world that is based on facts learned through experiments and observation. Psychology, the scientific study of the human mind and its functions, especially those affecting behavior in a given context. Psychology is the mental characteristics or attitude of a person or group, how the mind uses thought to manifest reality. Astrology, the study of the movements and relative positions of celestial bodies interpreted as having an influence on human affairs and the natural world. Astrology is the study of the supposed influences of the stars and planets on people's lives and behavior. Reality is belief-based, what you believe will be. Red flag aspects: Sun square Pluto, woman; Moon square Saturn, trapped child; Moon square midheaven, feelings against purpose; Moon square Pluto, intense relationship transformation; Moon square Mars, feelings conflict with actions; Mercury in water signs, anger issues; Mercury in the 12th house, confusion; Mercury quincunx midheaven, intellect conflicts with purpose; Mercury square Uranus, mental illness; Mercury square Neptune, mental illness; Venus square Mars, sex demon; Mars in Cancer; Mars in the 12th house; Mars square midheaven; Saturn square midheaven; stelliums, 3 or more planets in the 12th house; Pluto in Scorpio in the 12th house, or Pluto in the 12th house. Pluto and Scorpio in the 12th house, bad things happen to you out of nowhere. Squares to the midheaven, squares to the north node. Reflected light from the all-seeing eye 3. I love myself.